Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. Welcome to our Thursday Metazoo Nightfall market update. There's a lot of spicy things to be chatting about. I'm actually going a little bit more depth about two specific cards as we're going through this update. Let's hop in and see what's going on. If you want access to all this data as a collection tracker to track the value of your Metazoo collection, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG to get access to a collection tracker that allows you to see, sorry, I'm still getting set up, allows you to see the value of your collection in real time. And we also are going to be doing some Metazoo events here in 2022 as well, I believe. So if you're looking for a place to play, it's going to be a great place to do that as well. Let's hop in and take a look at what's going on in Nightfall. Last week we did Cryptid Nation. This week we're going to do Nightfall. First off, let's talk about sold listings on booster boxes. I'm tracking the booster boxes at around $208. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about as I get in here. We're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about over on eBay and TCG Player. But booster boxes on TCG Player are selling for about $208. They're selling pretty consistently. If you look at how many boxes were sold just today, looks like 4 boxes over on TCG Player sold today. They're moving pretty quickly, consistently moving at that price point. And then over on eBay, there's 2 that sold for $380. That'd be about, I can't do that math in my head. Anyway, you got 1 that sold for $210, $250. They're kind of all over the place, but they are moving pretty quickly and at a decent volume. We saw similar attitude towards Cryptid Nation First Edition, where we kind of had an influx on the market, but then they kind of they picked up pretty quickly, and I anticipate that that's what's happening. We are seeing a little bit of a decline, but boxes are moving at the price point is what I'm trying to say. So down 2%. You got the decks all about $25, which is a good entry point. You've got the blister pack at $13 and the spellbook at $40. I still say if you are looking to learn how to play Metazoo, the spellbook is by far the best deal. You're not gonna get, it does have the reverse hollow problem, but if you're looking to get into the game to experience it and see what it's about, $40 is actually under MSRP. So non-hollows were down 17% on the bronze. These are just like your commons, basically. Silvers, kind of think of them as uncommons. They're down 15% for 22 cents. Your golds, non-hollow golds, are actually up 3%. It's an average of 62 cents. I wanted to make a point here. We're going to talk about Wendigo and Mothman quite a bit today. And I'm picking those two because Mothman historically is the highest valued card in Metazoo, but currently Wendigo is seeing a lot of increases in the full hollow, and I wanted to talk about it because I think the rest of the market looks like they're accepting Mothman. So Mothman full hollow or non-hollow is more expensive than the Wendigo, which is going to be important here in a minute. And you can see some of these are moving at $1. There's some value in them. For the most part, there's no value in the golds, but your average there is actually up. So keep this in mind that Wendigo is less expensive than the Mothman. Looking at the reverse hollow bronze, we're down 15%, an average of $1. Again, not a ton of value in these currently to see what's going on. I do think as some gameplay, I'm hearing some stores that are running some events as some gameplay actually hops in. Right now, a lot of people are doing like theme deck events that I'm talking to. So these types of cards may see some movements, but who knows? Reverse hollow silver is down 19% to $1.40. Here we go to the reverse hollow golds, where you've got Wendigo, which is less expensive than Mothman. So Mothman selling still about $15. Wendigo still selling about $9, which is actually up from where it was last week. Meanwhile, you got Grim Reaper at $3.80. I actually love this card. I think it's super cool. I love the mechanic of it, and I love the artwork. I think it's a really cool card. Headless Horseman at $6.50. Injured Cold, which is the villain of the set, at $2.50. Not a ton of other movements in the cards. Let's pick up and look at the percentages for the reverse hollows. It's kind of just across the board. There is a spike up on Thunderbird in the reverse hollow, which is up 30%. And that's about it. That's the only. Oh, and then Injured Cold also did spike 142%. Like I just said, last week it was $1.10. This week it's $2.50. So not a major spike, but it's a major percentage. Let's get to the good stuff. Full hollows. So here's the point that I want to make in this video, and that is that the Wendigo full hollow has been consistently higher in value than the Mothman. And so one of two things this means one of two things. Either Mothman is undervalued or Wendigo is overvalued. Actually, I mean, maybe you could say Wendigo is not overvalued, Mothman's just undervalued. Or Wendigo is undervalued in reverse hollow and, you know, non-hollow if you care, but Wendigo is undervalued in reverse hollow. One of those two things. I think the market still has to figure out, are we all in on Mothman? Because if we're all in on Mothman seems like the play right now, the pickup, the spec if you're investing. I bought a couple more Mothman at the $45 price point, just because I was looking at this and I was looking at the value of a first edition Cryptid Nation Mothman, which is like $400, $400 to $450. And I was like, man, I can get 10 Nightfall Mothman for the same price as I could get one Cryptid Nation first edition Mothman, and the print run is doubled. So in my mind, it just made sense to pick that one up. But it's interesting to see that the market seems to accept Wendigo as a more expensive card currently in the full hollow. But then I was looking at the reverse hollow. I was like, wait, have we really done that? Because the reverse hollow is cheaper. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I think it's a really interesting dynamic. Is Wendigo kind of the Mothman of this set, or is Mothman just undervalued? I'm very curious to see what other people think. So your average here is actually up 8% to $10.21. So we had a consistent downturn of singles, and now we are up 8%. Let's take a look at what percentages some of these cards are moving at. Your top 5 cards are all up, which is, in my opinion, a good sign that this is a decent time to buy when your top cards are all starting to trend up. If just Mothman, if just Wendigo were up, I would maybe caution you a little bit. Adam Ackler also up. You've got some downturns in like Frank Shaw's Gargoyle. Wood Devil of Coos County is also down considerably. The Red Ghost is up, another kind of, you know, popular card. Born from the Earth is up. You've got Boil Over, which is down. Alaskan Vortex, which is down. Prism Beam, one of my favorite artworks in the set, is way down. Ooh, maybe I should pick some of those up. Divine Covenant is down. That's another card that was seeing a lot of price spiking. Righteous Reckoning was another one that's not down. But these two cards are pretty popular in terms of people picking those up for deck play or collection, whatever they're picking them up for. Flood the Earth and River of Time, two other good cards that a lot of people like, that I hear a lot about. Let's see what those are doing. Those are pretty actually, Flood the Earth is up 17%. River of Time is only up 2%. So you can see a lot of things are moving. Lightning Alley is up 12%. There's a lot of interaction with these full hollow golds. And I think right now is if maybe a lot of these people who are picking up cards to like fill out a deck, or, you know, maybe they're trying to foil out their theme deck or whatever it is, this seems like a time to do that, because the reverse hollow is $10 is a decent price for a trading card. It's not like these ridiculous price points that you see in like first edition Cryptid Nation, where cards are like $50-$60 when you can get a cheaper version in the reverse hollow. That might be why you're seeing movement on the full hollows and not the reverse hollows. But anyway, your auras are at about 25 cents. And here's your EV calculation there for the set. If you take a look at the whole box, this is kind of how I calculated it out. You're gonna get 12 hollow golds, 13 reverse hollow, and this can change. Obviously, this is just on average what we've been told the pull rates are. So your box EV, if you include the non-foils, is sitting at $266. If you don't include the non-foils, if you just include the rainbow or the hollows, sorry, I keep saying foils. I should change this to an H so I don't do that. If you just include the hollows, you're sitting at $170. And again, like I say, I would only really include the hollows. You may add $5-10 for that, because you are going to get like a couple Mothman and a Wendigo or whatever. So you might be able to get $5 more, but realistically, you're sitting at $170. So what this tells me when I'm looking at this is that singles compared to boxes are undervalued. And we have seen an influx of singles on the market, so maybe that's the case. You know, if you look at booster box prices for Cryptid Nation, the singles value and the box prices are pretty in line. Whereas when you look at Nightfall, it tells me, in my opinion, that either the box price is overvalued. We're so close to release time. The box price is either overvalued or the singles is undervalued. In this case, I tend to think that maybe we just had an influx of singles and that there's some valuation differences that can happen, especially when you look at like what's happening. Like I said, when you look at Mothman versus Wendigo, and maybe there's something going on where there's a market for those things. Anyway, that's just my opinions. I'm not telling you to go out and buy anything. I'm not telling you to open up boxes. I particularly think you should be looking for MSRP stuff, and that's kind of what I suggest. Obviously, I'm biased because I sell MSRP, but if you're looking for singles, it seems like a decent time to buy, especially some confidence in the market saying, okay, we're ticking up this week. We've been ticking down. Is this kind of the floor? That's always a question. Like, should I buy because are we at the floor? We may see a huge influx of singles added to the market this week, and that floor price might actually, go lower. But seeing some confidence in the market and seeing all the sold listings, actually didn't even pop this up. Let me show you like all the sold listings. You're seeing Wendigos, you had a bunch purchased at this price point. You can just kind of see the volume of sales. Mothman, the volume of sales over the last couple days. It's kind of biased. Some of those are mine, so it is what it is. But even on eBay, you've got some sale listings. It kind of starting to see the market pick up the singles a little bit, and I like to report on that. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember, be kind to the people around you. If you're looking for a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. We will also be having Cryptid Nation 2nd edition at MSRP here pretty soon. Over the next couple of days, I think. I'm trying to wait back and hear from distribution about that stuff. Hope you guys have a great one. Remember, be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.